Greetings, history enthusiasts! Join us on a riveting journey through the tumultuous era of World War II as we explore the relentless innovation and formidable power of the weapons that defined this monumental conflict. In this exploration, we delve into the annals of warfare to uncover the 10 most dangerous weapons of World War II. World War II witnessed the unprecedented development and deployment of a wide array of lethal weaponry that left an indelible mark on the course of history. From the iconic and influential to the devastatingly destructive, these weapons played pivotal roles in shaping the outcome of the conflict. From the roar of tank engines to the ominous hum of bombers overhead, each entry on this list represents a chapter in the technological and tactical evolution of a war that reshaped the world. With that being said, let's dive into our first weapon on the list. Number 10. The MG42 machine gun. The MG42 was one of the most effective machine guns of the war. Its rapid firing capability, which created a distinct and intimidating sound, often described as a buzzsaw or ripping cloth, made it a fearsome weapon on the battlefield. Developed by the German engineer Heinrich Vollmer, the MG42 was introduced in 1942 as a replacement for the MG34. Its development focused on simplifying production processes to expedite manufacturing, making it more cost-effective. One of the most distinctive features of the MG42 was its extremely high rate of fire, typically around 1,200 to 1,500 rounds per minute. This made it one of the fastest firing machine guns of the time. The MG42 featured a quick-change barrel system, allowing the gunner to swap out hot barrels in a matter of seconds to avoid overheating during sustained fire. Number 9. The Panzerfaust. The Panzerfaust, meaning tank fist in German, was a single-shot, disposable, recoilless anti-tank weapon. It was developed by the German engineer Dr. Hugo Schmeisser and his team in 1942. Along with other anti-tank weapons, the Panzerfaust had a significant impact on tank tactics. Infantry armed with these weapons could pose a serious threat to even the most heavily armored tanks. The weapon was effective against medium and heavy tanks of the time, and it could penetrate up to 200 millimeters, about 8 inches of armor. The Panzerfaust was a single-use weapon, and its disposable design meant it was inexpensive to produce. After firing, the launch tube and associated components were discarded, reducing the logistical burden on infantry. Number 8. Kamikaze aircraft. While not a specific weapon, the use of kamikaze tactics by Japanese pilots involved deliberately crashing aircraft, often laden with explosives, into enemy ships. The kamikaze attacks had a significant psychological impact and inflicted heavy casualties on Allied naval forces. They were a crucial and infamous part of Japan's strategy during the later stages of World War II. Estimates suggest that over 3,800 kamikaze pilots carried out suicide missions, resulting in the sinking of around 47 Allied ships and damaging over 300 others. The high human cost of these attacks, however, did not alter the overall course of the war. Kamikaze translates to divine wind in Japanese. Number 7. The M4 Sherman tank. The M4 Sherman was developed by the United States and went into production in 1942. The tank quickly became the primary medium tank for the U.S. and its allies. The Sherman was designed for ease of production, maintenance, and battlefield mobility. It had a relatively simple design and utilized components that were shared with other military vehicles, simplifying logistics. The tank had a crew of 5: commander, gunner, loader, driver, and co-driver or bow gunner. The main armament of the M4 Sherman was a 75mm or 76mm main gun, depending on the variant. In addition to the main gun, the Sherman was equipped with one or more 30 caliber or 50 caliber machine guns for anti-infantry and anti-aircraft defense. Number 6. The B-29 Superfortress. The development of the B-29 began in the late 1930s, and the first prototype flew in September 1942. It was designed to have a longer range and higher payload capacity compared to earlier bombers. It was one of the most advanced bombers of its time and represented a significant leap forward in terms of technology and capabilities. The B-29 had a crew of 11 members, including the pilot, co-pilot, bombardier, navigator, flight engineer, radio operator, and gunners. It was a large aircraft with a wingspan of 141 feet and a length of 99 feet. It also had a significant bomb load capacity, allowing it to carry a variety of bombs for different types of missions. Some B-29s were modified to carry the atomic bombs that were dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, leading to the end of World War II. Number 5. U-boats. German U-boats, short for Unterseeboot, meaning underwater boat in German, were a crucial component of the German Navy, or Kriegsmarine, during both World War I and World War II. At the outbreak of World War II, Germany had developed advanced U-boat technology, including faster and more sophisticated vessels. The Type 7 U-boat was the most produced and widely used submarine during World War II. These submarines were known for their effectiveness in naval warfare, particularly in disrupting enemy supply lines. Many U-boats were equipped with deck guns for surface engagements, particularly against smaller or unarmed ships. Torpedoes were the primary armament of German U-boats. These were self-propelled underwater missiles designed to strike enemy vessels. Torpedoes were typically powered by compressed air or electric batteries and were capable of inflicting significant damage to enemy ships. Number 4. Flamethrowers. Flamethrowers played a significant but limited role in World War II, primarily employed by infantry units for clearing out fortified positions, bunkers, and buildings. Used by various nations, flamethrowers were devastating in close-quarters combat. The psychological impact of facing a flamethrower also made it a fearsome weapon. Flamethrowers expelled a stream of burning fuel, typically a mixture of gasoline and oil ignited by a pilot flame. The fuel was pressurized and expelled through a nozzle, creating a stream of fire that could reach distances of up to 20 to 40 meters, or 65 to 130 feet. Flamethrower operators faced significant risks, as they were often targeted by enemy soldiers due to the terror and devastation caused by flamethrower attacks. The use of flamethrowers raised ethical concerns due to the horrific nature of burns inflicted on enemy soldiers. Some critics viewed flamethrowers as cruel weapons that caused unnecessary suffering, leading to debates about their use in warfare. Its Christie suspension system gave it excellent mobility over rough terrain, allowing it to traverse various types of terrain effectively. Number 4. The T-34 tank. The T-34 was a highly influential tank design that played a crucial role on the Eastern Front. Its combination of mobility, firepower, and armor made it a formidable opponent for German tanks. The T-34 was known for its innovative and revolutionary design features, which included sloped armor and a powerful 76.2mm main gun. The sloped armor provided enhanced protection by deflecting incoming enemy projectiles, making the tank more resistant to enemy fire. The T-34 was produced in large numbers during World War II, with over 84,000 units manufactured by the end of the war. Even after World War II, the T-34 remained in service with many countries around the world and saw action in various conflicts during the Cold War era. Number 2. The V-2 rocket. The V-2 rocket, also known as the Vergeltungswaffe II, the Vengeance Weapon II, was a ballistic missile developed by Nazi Germany during World War II. The V-2 rocket was a liquid-fueled ballistic missile powered by a combination of ethanol and liquid oxygen. It stood approximately 14 meters, 46 feet tall, and had a diameter of about 1.65 meters, or 5.4 feet. The rocket had a maximum speed of around 5,760 kilometers per hour, or 3,580 miles per hour, and a maximum range of approximately 320 kilometers, or 200 miles. It carried a 1-ton warhead, typically containing high explosives, or in some cases, chemical agents. The first combat use of the V-2 occurred on September 8, 1944, when a missile struck London, marking the beginning of the V-2 offensive against the United Kingdom. The V-2 attacks were difficult for Allied defenses to counter because the rockets traveled at supersonic speeds and were launched from mobile launch sites, making them challenging to detect and intercept. After World War II, both the United States and the Soviet Union captured V-2 rockets and key German scientists involved in their development as part of Operation Paperclip and Operation Osoaviakhim. Number 1. The atomic bombs. The atomic bomb is a devastating weapon that derives its destructive power from nuclear reactions. The atomic bomb was developed during the Manhattan Project, a secret research and development program undertaken by the United States during World War II. The project was initiated in 1939, following fears that Nazi Germany might develop atomic weapons first. It culminated in the successful test and deployment of the atomic bomb. The first and only wartime use of atomic bombs occurred during World War II. On August 6, 1945, the United States dropped an atomic bomb named Little Boy on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. 3 days later, on August 9, 1945, another atomic bomb named Fat Man was dropped on Nagasaki. The bombings led to Japan's unconditional surrender, effectively ending World War II in the Pacific. The immediate effects included intense heat, blast waves, and radiation, which caused widespread devastation and resulted in tens of thousands of immediate deaths. The long-term effects of radiation exposure led to additional deaths and suffering in the weeks, months, and years following the bombings. The use of atomic bombs raised profound ethical and moral questions about the morality of targeting civilian populations and the indiscriminate killing of non-combatants. The bombings sparked debates about the necessity and justification of using atomic weapons to end the war, especially given the catastrophic human cost. Discover the richness of our past on Noble History, your go-to destination for captivating historical tales. Immerse yourself in the wonders of bygone eras, uncover fascinating stories, and explore the legacy of civilizations. To embark on this historical journey with us, hit that subscribe button now, join our growing community of history buffs, and be part of the adventure. Don't miss out on the excitement, subscribe to Noble History today, and let's delve into the extraordinary tapestry of our shared past. Thank you for being a part of our historical exploration.